Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Diana's Talk Show. Today we are going to be talking about perfectionism. This topic was actually requested by my YouTube friend slash internet friend, Charlotte Cecilia. And my friendship with Charlotte Cecilia is actually a good outcome that came from me beating perfectionism. So we're going to get into it. And I wanted to start out by saying that in order to beat perfectionism, you have to work with what you have and try your best with what you know. So YouTube is a good example for me. So, if I started YouTube with like the materials I had, I just had my phone and, I made videos and put them out anyway. I had like an old iPhone XR. Yeah, I had like my iPhone and my sound was really bad in my early videos. Maybe like the angles weren't good. It was pretty low quality, but from my early videos, I still feel like I got my message across and I was still able to connect with people. And Charlotte is actually a good example of this. I will link her YouTube channel down below. She makes great videos, lots of vlogs, and we have like a similar vibe. And she makes videos about healing and she makes really comforting vlogs about her life. And I really just feel like we connect, like we really understand each other. So in one of my earlier videos, the sound was pretty bad, like pretty bad quality image. And she still commented, she commented something like, I don't know how I found this video, but I'm glad I did because I really resonated with the quote that you included in the video. So I feel like that's a good example of working with what you have. And I barely had any equipment, but I feel like being done with something and finishing it and putting it out is still better than not. And you can always improve over time. Like I definitely want to improve my video quality over time and I want to get better at making videos and I feel like I have. And it's okay to start out imperfect, but you're not going to learn unless you get the ball rolling. And if you spend so much time trying to make it perfect, you'll never start. And that was a big thing for me when I was starting my channel. I really knew that I didn't want to waste time making it perfect or waiting until I had the right camera, the right lighting, the right tools. I was like, as long as I can get my message across somehow, I'm gonna acquire feedback along the way. And I did. I got feedback and I was told my sound was bad and that sound is really important in a video. So I was given the suggestion to record on my phone because I don't have a mic. And that was something I implemented. And then in my recent videos, I've been trying to get better at that one thing, like having better sound. So as long as you acquire feedback and get better over time, that's what matters instead of like trying to make it perfect. And I am actually today using a real camera. It's a Canon EOS Rebel T6 and I borrowed it from my uncle. So definitely another thing is to use your resources and pay attention because you actually can get access to resources easier than you think. Like I don't have my own camera, I just have my phone, but I saw that my uncle had this camera and I was like, let me borrow it. So I borrowed it and I was like, I'm going to make videos with this. And it's a borrowed camera, but we're still going to work with it and make videos with it. And I was like, this video is going to be better quality because I have a real camera. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, your message can still get across. Like what you want to accomplish with your videos can still get across. And things will not shift if you keep things to yourself. Because one thing you should know is that people need to hear what you have to say. That's something that I really came to terms with recently. Like when Charlotte requested this video topic, she said that she struggled with perfectionism when it comes to posting videos, like trying to get the perfect title or something. And I definitely see that. And I definitely see the want and the desire to post good things, to post things that are good quality and that help people. But if you hold back, you never know what you're holding back from other people, because other people find value in what you have to say. Other people need to hear what you have to say, and you never know that the way you phrase something is what's going to make it click for someone else. And that's something that I realized. I realized that I had valuable things to say. I had valuable lessons that I learned and things that I overcame on my life journey, and I had this want to share it. Like, I really had this desire to share things for a few years. Like, I've had the desire to share lessons and advice and stories, and to talk about things that I'm interested in. On this channel, I talk about self-development and spirituality because it's been a journey I've been on for maybe 4 years now, going on 5 years. I started getting into this stuff in 2019, and then I sought out content where people like talked about it, and I sought out art where this was mentioned and talked about. So I was like, I want to talk about it too. I feel like I have something to add, and the way that I say something and the way that I appear may help someone else. Like, I came into doing YouTube because I felt like I didn't see someone like exactly like me making videos, you know? I didn't see someone with my background making videos, and I'm sure there definitely are, but I was like, I feel like I have something to say from my unique perspective. Your unique perspective is very valuable, and you have a lot to say and a lot to offer, and that will definitely like help someone else or give someone else a reminder of some sort. And that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy, obviously. Like, even when I look back at videos, I definitely cringe sometimes, or I'm like, oh, this was bad. Or I think it's more bad than actually it is, honestly. Like, I'm like, oh man, like I used to get a lot of anxiety after I would post, because I would overthink sometimes. But honestly, like, each video that I made brought me a new connection, a new lesson. Like, I got to meet people, I got to meet someone or connect with someone, and that it was very valuable. Like, even the things that are deep, even if you like make stuff and you look back on it, or even if you make things that are bad, like that, there's still value in that, because you're getting the ball rolling and you're starting instead of like holding back, because then you're going to actually get better. You can't get better if there's nothing to get better on. You can't get better if there's nothing to improve on. Like, you have to make things that you can improve on, because if you make something and you spend all your time gearing up to make it perfect, there's nothing to improve. You have no like physical thing to improve on, in whatever you want to improve on. And all the times that I would post helped me learn about what I actually want to post. Like, I definitely started out experimenting, like I made makeup videos, like fashion videos that I realized I don't want to make makeup videos. I realized, I don't want to do this. Or like, I've made some vlogs where I'm like, I don't think I want to vlog in this way, or I don't want to vlog showing this. Like, you learn about the type of things that you want to make, and like your style too as you go on. And that just takes a trial of experimentation. It takes a trial of like posting a bunch, and then later on you can go back and private it if it doesn't fit with your message, with your overall like mission. And also, as I mentioned earlier, it's probably not as bad as you think. Like, I've looked back at my old videos thinking, oh my God, like I'm definitely gonna cringe. Like, I don't even want to listen to this. Like, it's so bad. But then when I've looked back, like, the audio is bad, or certain things are bad, certain elements are bad, but what I'm saying, I resonate with, or like what I'm saying, I'm like, oh my God, that came out better than I remembered, or that came out more eloquent than I remembered. And you have to give yourself credit as well. Like, definitely like give yourself credit, and you will realize that even what you're making is not as bad as you even think sometimes. And even if it is, that's just a marker of your growth. And that's a marker of yeah, well, I improved and I'm gonna get better in this area. But yeah, like even yeah, like I said, you never know who needs to hear your message, and that's just like such an important point to remember because yeah, even I like really knew I wanted to talk about certain things and I really had it in my heart to share it, but then overthinking got in the way and procrastination got in the way. So now I'm like, I don't want to waste any more time, you know, like I just, like I want to improve on things as I go. But yeah, like even if you don't have like the right title or the right thumbnail or the right equipment, the right quality, it's still worth like trying your best and putting your best foot forward. It's still worth it. It's so worth it. And then things will just like appear for you as a path unfolds. Like things like you'll gain like nice connections, you'll gain like a new skill, or you'll gain newfound confidence when you actually like work at something without worrying about it being perfect, you know. That really helps your confidence in a lot of ways. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say today. I have my notes on the side, you know, to refer to. But yeah, that was my quick video about perfectionism. I hope it helps. And yeah, shout out to Charlotte Cecilia. Thank you for requesting this video from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Feel free to send me requests, you know, in the comments or in my Instagram DMs. Like, definitely feel free to send requests on topics you would like me to talk about or things you want to see from me. But yeah, I will talk to you in the next video.